Manic Monday indeed, as we join you here on San Diego's #1 sports talk station, 97.3 The Fan. Chris Ello, Tony Gwynn Jr., Matt Skraby, and we are hanging out for the next couple of hours to try to make some sense. There we are. I was looking for us on the YouTube video. There's a nice line in my down the middle of my face.
I'm getting
Skraby, thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction to those watching on YouTube. Hey! I got the line there. The people listening on the radio don't know what I'm talking about, but of course we are on YouTube. And Skraby's just really late getting us set up. And I know Tony's there somewhere. Tony, are you there somewhere?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Yeah, but you're not on. Yeah, you're not on.
They can't see me, but they can hear me.
I know. Well, I'd almost rather not be seen than have this line right in the middle of my
Just give
face.
me a second.
The show starts at 2:00 every day. What was the memo you didn't get?
The memo that we were in the back recording overtime, which we will have out at 4 p.m. And I got riled up talking about the Dodgers, okay?
We may talk about the Dodgers a little today, and
what
happened? Did win the World Series.
Yeah. Did I miss something?
Skraby's just talking about how he's going to be.
That's the longest brew we've ever done, which I appreciate.
That was pretty good. Dodgers did win it. We're going to get into all of that, and some of the controversy. I think there's a little bit. I don't know if there's a little bit. There's certainly some. I think people are trying to make a lot out of the ball lodged in the fence at the end of Game 6. And
Tony just rolled his eyes into the back of his head.
Of course he did. Because he knows the rule like I do, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with that play. But there's a lot of people that are trying to make a big, deal out of that. Look, the bottom line is, Tony, we'll save the play in Game 6 for a little bit. Game 7, sorry for all of us who hate the Dodgers, and that's all of us, but that game's got to go down as one of the great Game 7s ever played. The wrong team won.
Yeah, I would say that got, at least in my lifetime, that has to go down as one of the greatest World Series, period. That Game 7 was unbelievable. It had everything that you would want in a Game 7. As you said, the wrong team won, right? I think, especially in everybody's eyes, that down this way. And I mean, the big 3-run homer to get the Blue Jays rolling, and talk about like not panicking and just kind of chipping away. Yeah, they had to do it with the long ball. They just did. It was going to take one of those teams taking advantage of mistakes in the middle of the plate, and they did twice. One got them even, and then one got by the most unlikely source. But you said this maybe last week, maybe it was a couple weeks ago. How often does a World Series turn on an unlikely person? And that unlikely person was Miguel Rojas. Not only did he do it at the plate, he didn't turn around and did it in the field. And talk about a game of inches. I mean, Will Smith's foot comes up. And listen, I watched that thing 1,800 times, and I tried to find a way 1,800 different times of how his foot didn't get down in time. Only it did. It did.
God,
I was trying to gymnastic it in my head.
Just willing it.
It didn't come down. All right, came down in time.
Unfortunately for Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, who was the runner.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's taking a ridiculous amount of,
just
death threats.
He is?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
For
this
being
is what we've
out?
been going through.
By the way, running for the dude that couldn't
have a big enough
run.
lead at third base. Yeah. I mean, anyway, there's so many different things we can get into. Here's another thing that has to rankle
real quick,
fans.
before you move on, because I saw that didn't have a big enough lead. You do realize that you could only take with the third base. The infield is in, so he's standing right next to third base. You can't get a big lead like you normally can in that particular situation.
I realize that, Tony. I don't think the guy making the death threats realizes that.
Clearly.
The guy making the death threats has more issues than we know about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Here's the other thing that's got to rankle Padre fans, and I know this is going to rankle Skraby, but no matter what happens from here on out, if the Dodger fans, want to, criticize him and have him fired, go ahead. But Dave Roberts, forevermore, will be the guy that pulled the right strings at the right moment, and he did it under the pressure of the bottom of the ninth inning, bases loaded, World Series, Game 7. He comes out of the dugout and he takes Tommy Edman out of center field and puts Andy Pages in.
Yep.
And then 2 batters later, Andy Pages makes one of the greatest catches and clutch catches in the history of baseball.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean, you've got to give credit where it's due, Tony.
It was certainly a clutch catch. I mean, I don't know on the scale of difficulty, 1 to 10. I don't know if it was the most difficult, but consider that Kike was right underneath him, and we see guys, become, end up missing that particular fly ball because of the distraction. Hangs on to it, but again, if that's Tommy Edman, is he able to make that play out in center field? Who knows? But that's back to back years for Dave Roberts. It just came at a different point in last year's playoff. It came against the Padres when he decided to go to the bullpen day and push all the right buttons there. This year, it really didn't pop up until they got to the World Series, because they pretty much breezed through the rest of the playoffs. This was their biggest challenge, and when they got every time they seemed to get on the ropes, and this is how you know it was 2 teams that deserved to be in that spot, because they both showed at different times when they got down or when it seemed like there was no hope left. They both showed their kind of championship medal, if you will. The Dodgers just got a chance to do it in Game 7 when it mattered most, and Game 6 for that matter.
Well, I thought the catch by Pages is going to be. You're right, Tony, and maybe difficulty, but in terms of when it happened,
no doubt,
it's going to be there with Willie Mays' World Series catch. It really is, because we all watched Kike, who was playing incredibly shallow.
Yeah, he was.
We watched him racing back, and we're like, he's not going to get this.
That's exactly what I said.
It's over.
That's exactly
what
I said.
And then Pages comes running in from the side, runs him over, and catches the ball. It was so much drama, and we got a lot of different ways we can go to the World Series, but I refuse to say congratulations to the Dodgers.
Chris.
I will say
that's fair.
I will say thank you, though, to the Dodgers and the Blue Jays for giving us a really great World Series.
That's a win for baseball fans, for sure. Watching.
And, it's ironic because there's the people that say the Dodgers winning is bad for baseball. I don't see anything about that Game 7 was bad for baseball.
No,
and I think Chris is mentioning me as the bad for baseball.
No, that's not just you. That's everybody.
That's a lot of people saying that. I don't think the competition is bad for baseball. I thought the competition was great. I thought the entire World Series was exciting.
For the sake of your point, I think you should stop, because you are ceding ground with that statement you just made as it pertains to your point. I already know what your point is.
But you guys are gonna have to go to the overtime episode, because I don't even know what I should say, because I'm gonna come off like a whiny little what.
Yeah.
And I don't want to come off as that person.
That's how you tip. It's kind of new. It's not new, really. I think
that's very new to me.
I think you kind of come off like that.
I think people are a little upset because we don't see this ending anytime soon. And we said this years leading up to them winning last year. A team has to lose a lot to be able to learn how to win, and now that they've learned how to win,
they're just gonna win forever.
They're gonna run away with it. It's over. $500 million they spent on their roster this season.
I think there's a couple of different ways you can look at the Dodgers and the back-to-back, and whether we should romanticize that or whether we should be upset by that. And I want to get into it a little bit later, and we certainly will. And we're going to touch on the Toronto fans and their behavior toward Kiner Falefa, which I think is awful, and talk more about the World Series. But, guys, I wanted to at least quickly ask, and we'll talk more about this. I hate to say San Diego curse, but anybody who watched SDFC taken to the 8th minute of stoppage time.
Dog.
I've never seen stoppage time so long in my life.
I don't know that my family has ever experienced a knife in the heart moment and like almost simultaneously. Like the second goal happens in the SDFC game. They get even right as I'm walking into the restaurant. Portland gets even. And then they go into the PKs.
Penalty kicks.
And my God, listen, I'm not sitting here pretending to be
no, I know
a soccer guru or even be able to do any of the things that I'm about to criticize. But my gosh, talk about 3 kicks that had weren't even remotely close to the goal.
When is the last time anybody's missed 3 straight penalty kicks?
I think
I've never seen that.
I think I've seen 3 straight misses, but I've never seen 3 straight over the goal. Like at least the goalie might block one, but like to not even like get it on goal.
Yeah,
3 straight.
That was tough to deal with. So we'll get
so
into
that happens, and then like I felt like I blinked, and I looked up and I saw whoever was in left for Toronto running towards the wall, and I was like, no way.
That was about the same time as the Will Smith home run.
It was literally about the same time.
I looked at the score of the SDFC game on my phone, and it was the 88th minute, and they were winning. And I was like, oh, look at them. Good for them. They're going to come home. And then I could not believe yesterday when I found out that they lost. I could not believe it.
Well,
Crazy.
We'll talk a little bit about what that means and whether they can come back. They got one more to play next Sunday. And kudos again to our Aztecs, Tony.
Yeah.
They another impressive win over Wyoming. Unfortunately, again, the lack of the crowd is too big of a story. And, that's just something that this whole San Diego State program has to, endure right now. It's a shame because this team really deserves the support of this community, the way they're playing, more than they're getting. All right, we're underway. Tony and Skraby are in San Diego. I'm in Anaheim. We got the women's basketball season opener tonight here at the Pond. And so I'm here, but we're here for 2 hours. So stick around. We got NFL to talk about as well on Gwynn and Chris.
Introducing the IHOP Value Menu, where all your breakfast faves are just $6.
There's a Roadrunner. Meet. He doesn't like me. I guess I wouldn't like me either if I was chasing me. As you can see, I'm all Aztec'd out here at the Aztec Baseball Tournament. It's the SDSU Baseball Alumni Tournament. Right now, we are 1 under in the scramble. And Chris is playing well, Tony's playing well. But our ringer, Jack Townsend, is playing really well. So Chris says I can't play golf, but this is the second birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was like 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Skrabe. But once again, you're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not usually complimentary to you, but I can't help but be complimentary. Your shot making today.
With my what?
Your shot making. You've hit some.
We are just around League 10 now, and it's getting really windy. It's actually kind of cold. I'm not gonna lie, I know we're in San Diego, but we're 3 under as a group. We just got off the birdie, and I just hit my defense. There's a squirrel. He wants to attack me. Squirrely! We just got our second birdie of the day thanks to this guy.
Yeah, a 4-footer after.
It was a 5-footer.
After our pro drove it 300 to the front of the green and then chipped it within 5 feet. Skraby, don't feed the animals.
Don't feed the animals. I do feed animals, but Chris made a birdie putt. Leaving the golf course. And we ended up shooting 63 once everything was accounted for, since it was a scramble and we had an SDSU golf player Jack Townsend. He was with us, and he did a lot for us. I think we shot 63 because of him, but we all had a good time. There's a Roadrunner. Meet. He doesn't like me. I guess I wouldn't like me either if I was chasing me. As you can see, I'm all Aztec'd out here at the Aztec Baseball Tournament. It's the SDSU Baseball Alumni Tournament. Right now, we are 1 under in the scramble. And Chris is playing well, Tony's playing well. But our ringer, Jack Townsend, is playing really well. So Chris says I can't play golf, but this is the second birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was like 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Skraby. But once again, you're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not usually complimentary to you, but I can't help but be complimentary. Your shot making today.
With my what?
Your shot making. You hit some.
We are league 10 now, and it's getting really windy. It's actually kind of cold. I'm not gonna lie, I know we're in San Diego, but we're 3 under as a group. We just got off the birdie.
To Monday Night Football. Who's the game today, Scrape?
It is I know this, Cowboys and Cardinals.
Cowboys and Cardinals. Should be fun. I need about 35 points for Mr. Harrison. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but this could be a shootout, though. Cowboys have no defense. Diamondbacks. Cardinals have no defense, so it could work in my favor. I'm just saying.
I know Marvin's dad was not so complimentary toward the Cardinals the other day.
Well, you know what? Why don't
Stop
just
it,
let your
Skraby.
son do his own
Stop it,
stuff?
Skraby. Parents are allowed to have an opinion too.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Did Marvin Harrison Sr. have any issues with the amount of passes he's dropped in his career?
I'm sure he's told him that.
It's just I'm on one today. Sorry.
Yeah, clearly.
I'm just angry about everything.
I think this is a natural kind of thing for a parent to see their son or daughter out there not getting what they feel like they should get. Of course, they're gonna. He just happens to be a Hall of Fame, or is he Hall of Famer yet?
Yeah.
He just happens to be a Hall of Famer. So, that's just how it goes. All right.
And his son. He should have. You know what he really should have done? I mean, Marvin Harrison. We're getting off the thing. Marvin Harrison should be kicking himself. He should have pulled the Archie Manning and got his son out of the way of the Cardinals.
That might be
because that's the worst organization in football.
That might be where some of his angst is coming from. He's mad at himself, and he's pushing it out.
It was
on
the
others.
whole thing about how Marvin Harrison Jr. wanted a separate deal with Fanatics before he came into the NFL. Can we have people do something before Can we have them actually prove that they can play before they get their own Fanatics deal?
That's not how it works.
I don't know why I'm so angry. I'm going to turn off my microphone.
No, keep it on.
You know what? I want you to keep it on. You are so angry today that you're almost making me look like the nice guy today.
So
I'm like trying to defend against you.
The bleep, and you're
the dick and the dork today.
You're the Richard, and then which that makes
you the deer.
No,
I'm nothing today.
Oh, Chris is nothing. All right,
save that.
Reminder:
Skraby's 2 things.
I want everybody to remember to listen around 3:40 for us to announce today's biggest fan a chance to qualify for a night in our Odyssey Suite at a future Padre game with all of the fan staff. Register except for me. I probably won't be in there. I'll probably be in the booth, but you can come over. No, I'll come on over and say hello to you guys. Yeah, I don't know.
And Skraby won't
they won't let you.
If you ask for Skraby not to be there, he doesn't have to come either.
Register your name at 973thefan.sd.com/biggest fan in order to potentially have your name called. All right. There was some Padre news today, and based on how I feel like most of everybody feels about this World Series, this news isn't necessarily going to make you feel any better. Michael King has opted out of his deal with the Padres. He could still receive a qualifying offer The qualifying offer for 2026 offseason is projected to be about 22 and some change $1 million per year. If offered, King would have a week to decide whether to accept it or become a free agent, at which point he would likely sign a more lucrative long-term deal with the Padres or another team. He was not the only one that opted out. Closer Robert Suarez, as expected, opted out as well, and Wandy Peralta, as expected, opted in to his $4.45 million option to come back. Now the good news.
Anybody hearing those three things for the first time out there just went, oh no, oh no. And then on the Wandy Peralta news, oh no. I don't think anybody's rooting for any of those things, but as you're about to say, I think, Tony, these are what we expected in all three cases, right?
Very much so expected to see that Michael King was going to opt out. I mean, he didn't say he was, but I mean, if you know anything about the business, he has a chance to be a free agent. He took the 1-year deal this last year, and so he's going to opt out. I expect he'll have some big time suitors, despite him missing the amount of time he missed. He came back, he threw the ball pretty well. I think he's going to stand to get a nice pay raise. Hopefully it's with the Padres.
I heard an interesting argument for the qualifying offer today, which is Michael King opted out knowing that he'll get that $22 million for next year and get a good payday, but not get, the contract length security. Could you see that? Could you see that happening?
Yeah.
But if someone offers him a multi-year deal, though,
put yourself in those shoes. If you got an offer for a multi-year deal, let's say you loved it here, right? Love this place. You get the qualifying offer from this team, but you get a 3 or 4 year deal at about the same number, maybe a little bit higher.
Where?
That's it. I mean, it could be anywhere.
Cincinnati.
Are you saying no then?
Yeah, I don't have as good of a chance to win in Cincinnati than I do in San Diego.
So you're a real win guy.
Don't the Dodgers have a spot open?
I want to follow. You're a real win guy. Huh?
I can't even
at 20.
Go there,
let's say at 24 mil, you're a real win guy. You're gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got done saying, can we prove something before we, I'm sorry, I like Michael King, but this last year was a disaster.
Anything?
This last year was a disaster. And now,
do you think 22 in 0.025 is too much?
No, I think that's right because he's looking for a big payday. He has the talent to produce good seasons.
So despite him pitching in the big leagues for 6 years, he still needs to prove it.
You just spoke out of both sides of your mouth, Scrab.
How?
You just said he's a disaster, but he's worth every bit of what he's going to be asking.
Last year was a disaster. Not he's a disaster. Last year was.
Fine. Last year was a disaster.
Thank you, because I know that he can pitch well. I mean, I saw him pitch in that game against the Braves in the wild card.
What if that can cost you? Then that opens the door and thinking, you know what, maybe you should prove it another year. That might open the door for another team to come in and be like, you don't need to prove it to us. Boom. You okay with losing Michael King?
I have a question to you, Tony, about Michael King.
What you got?
Yeah, I'm not talking to you about on this one, Scrabe. I need to go to the deer for this question. Is Michael King the kind of guy, do we think that he conceivably, if he gets a fair offer from the Padres, not a low ball, but a fair offer, that he, for the quality of life, quality of situation, familiarity, the whole thing, will any of that enter into it? Or do you think the Padres are going to be kind of in like a bidding war, whereas somebody could just throw more money at him and he's likely to take it?
I wish I had a solid answer for you, Chris. I don't know that we know. I mean, there's so many factors that go into a guy picking a place or wanting to stay in a place. I remind you, Michael King is from New Jersey.
Yep.
He's from back east. Is that important to him? He's grown up. He's been on his whole life. He's been on the East Coast. Is that important to him? Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. But I think because of factors like that, I don't know that I can give you a straight answer. I would like to believe that the Padres are that team for him, or make him feel that way that you speak of. But I don't know. I don't think we can ever know. I mean, very few guys let their feelings be known about a place in that type of way, right? I mean, trying to think of somebody in the game, maybe Aaron Judge, right? Is he like the only one? And even he was courted by another team, but ultimately he chose to go back to where he started. How many guys?
The only guy I could ever think of that did something like that was your dad.
Right.
I mean, we knew that he loved it here, and we were, I think the Padres, maybe they even took advantage of that a little bit unfairly. Doubt. So,
but I mean, that's the thing
that speaks to why people don't want to say.
Right. Right. Because
they want to get a fair offer.
You don't know, and you don't want to, shorten whatever you could possibly maximize on. So I don't know. It's going to be an interesting, it's shaping up to be an interesting offseason, not just for the Padres, but across baseball. A lot of guys opted out, right? And mind you, we've had this discussion that's on top, and that's with them knowing that there may be a work stoppage after next season, right? They all opted out, I think, trying to get a multi-year deal. So when that happens, I think they'll at least have it when it's all lined up and said to come back, if that even ends up being the case. But Bregman opted out today from the Red Sox. There's a 3 or 4. Cody Bellinger opted out.
I mean, Pete Alonso.
And there's more. There's more to come, I think, in the next couple of days. More decisions to be made, I should say, in the next couple of days that could start to make this free agency look pretty decent in terms of what's out there. Now, and
then watch, the owners will spend all these billions of dollars to sign all these free agents, and then 3 weeks later they'll turn around and say, but we're going to have to close the game down next year because we don't have any money.
Yes, that's
exactly what's going to happen.
That's at least what everybody is saying is about to happen. So
yeah,
it's all very, very interesting. By the way, we still don't really have a feel. I don't know if we ever have a feel of what the Padres can and cannot do during this offseason. Can they add salary? Are they staying where it is? Are they trying to shed?
Jeff Sanders wrote a great article over the weekend, kind of laying everything out there. Here's what's happening this offseason. Here's how much money they have in the books next year. Things start to get a little better in 2 years. Then Joe Musgrove's money is off the books. So getting better as in more flexibility with the payroll.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not worried about 2 years down the line. I think this window is now. It's not 2 years down the line, or I shouldn't say it's not going to be 2 years down the line, but I don't know that it's going to be as open as it is now. So, in terms of the Padres, we'll see how this kind of unravels, I should say. All right, let's get to break. Skrabe, do I need to I read that. I read our thing that we need to go
Let me
to.
Take a look.
Oh, here's my second one I need to get to.
We're not going to do a competition
yes,
today.
Chris, you're off the hook today. So
although we will fix that for the future.
This hour of Sports Talk is brought to you by SD Collectibles. Get ready, sports and Pokemon collectors. SD Collectible Card Show is back at Liberty Station with over 100 vendor tables November 22nd and 23rd. Find sports cards, Pokemon memorabilia, and more. Visit sdcollectibles.com for info. That's sdcollectibles.com. Let's get to break. On the other side, Big Five rolling away.
Think, the City Connect uniforms. If the rumors are true, I'm loving it.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what the rumors are. It's gonna be fun. More Gwynn and Chris.
Ben and Woods on the Fan.
All days are nice days to do it here in San Diego. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, though. We didn't do enough to earn the parade, and so the mission continues to a team that is able to finally get it done. And listen, that they got to this point, and listen, I think there were some things that went against them. Obviously, not having Ramon Laureano going into the postseason certainly wasn't the best. Not having a healthy Darv, I think, completely wasn't like the best scenario going in, but that's what it was. And they had opportunities to get out of the Cubs series to see how it could shake in the following series against the what was it, the Brewers? Didn't it? Yeah, it ended up being the Brewers. But it didn't shake out that way. So you try again the next year. Will it be with the same roster? We don't know yet.
Comments today at the parade in Los Angeles are centering around how they are, of course, now only thinking of a three-peat.
I did see that. I did see that.
Yeah. I know how you love the arrogance, the perceived arrogance of LA.
Yeah, when the manager yells, "If you want someone to, let's go get 4 more and really ruin baseball." Why does he want to ruin baseball?
Because y'all giving them these narratives. Y'all giving them this. So now they're going to use it, and now we're going to have to hear about it more.
By the way, Skraby, I did read somewhere some.
And by the way, I mean, that's kind of like what you're supposed to do. I think Pat Riley is really to blame for all of this. When you after you win back to back, I think you almost have to say, "What do you think about a three-peat?"
Well, understand that Pat Riley was the first one to come up after a parade and guarantee a second championship. But he was also the one that was smart enough after they won the second one to coin the phrase three-peat.
You're going to have to pay him.
Copyright it. So they have to pay him every time they use it.
Hold on. I just have to, and I shouldn't do this, but Drew Lopez on the chat says, "This is loser stuff. Go Dodgers." You know what a loser is, Drew Lopez? Going to a Padres chat and trying to trash talk people. Go enjoy your championship, you loser.
Drew, we welcome you, my man.
No,
we welcome
don't.
you.
Yes, we do.
We do not welcome trolls.
Drew is in here trolling the hell out of you right now.
He's not trolling the hell out of me. He's trolling everybody in our listening audience.
Don't let him troll you. Ignore him. Act like he's not there.
I should just block him.
By the way, Skraby, I did read somewhere. I'm not totally substantiating this, but I read it, so I'm going with it. That after they won the first championship last year, Ohtani sought out Andrew Friedman and said, "I want to win 9 of these." So sit tight, pal.
I guess we got 9.
I
guess we got 7 more to go, Scrape.
No comments.
We got a ways to go.
I got 0 comments on that.
All right, we're gonna get to our Big Five. Of course, it's Monday, so we're off at 4 o'clock. I want to remind everybody, remember oh no, not that one. Hang on, hold on. I want to win. I don't want to lose.
What are we doing?
Yes,
here?
all guests on 97.3 The Fan. Join us on the David P. Shapiro Fan Hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys helping good people regain control of their future when they're charged with a crime. If you're wondering why I'm reading like this, it's because I have to scroll back and forth on my phone. Since 2010, visit davidpshapirolaw.com. Skraby,
take it away.
The Big Five.
It's that time of the show when we check on the latest in sports. Only the most important topics and questions are brought to light.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
These news stories will astound and amaze you. The one, the only.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
The Big Five starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
You know, I should have listened to myself and just stayed at home today because I'm in apparently a terrible mood. So I'm going to try to get out of it.
Apparently?
I'm going to try to get out of it.
What do you mean by apparently? I think it's just you are.
It is. I don't know. I was in an angry mood yesterday about the Dodgers winning, and then people telling me I'm a loser for being angry makes me angry. So let's just get into the Big Five. And you know what we're going to do right here? Oh, everybody really wants me to say that Walt Weiss is now the manager of the Braves.
Everybody really wants
And just keep getting comments about it.
Yes, Walt Weiss, bench coach for the Braves, takes over as manager of the Atlanta Braves.
I'm going to
Shout out to the people reminding Skraby. He needed it.
all right. I'm just looking bad today. That's all it is. Let's just get into it. Why not?
Number 5.
This happened over the weekend, and actually I'm very excited about this because the San Diego Padres are going to be debuting some new City Connect uniforms next year, and people think put a little teaser video out there, so I'm playing it on the YouTube right now, and the teaser video has a very Dia de los Muertos feel. Muertos feel, and I love the imagery around Dia de los Muertos. I think it's awesome. But they show this guy walking up to, I believe it's Dominic Mysterio, and he's walking up to like this altar, and he has a different hat on, and at some point they're going to show you that hat. But people think that the City Connect 2.0 is going to be orange and blue, navy blue Dia de los Muertos type uniforms. Chris, would you be into that? Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. I had to move you on the board. Go
Chris,
ahead.
sorry, we didn't hear anything you said. Scrappy had you turned down.
I said some really good stuff while you were talking too. I think it'd be a really good gesture, and gesture might not be a fair enough word to use, but I mean the Padres have had amazing support the last few years, right? The crowds have been the best in franchise history. The team has obviously been competitive. That's had a lot to do with it, but it's not just us north of the border, right? That are supporting the Padres. I think, we have tons of fans south of the border. And I think doing something with that theme, I think would be a great way to recognize those fans and include them, make them feel a little more included in the Padres. So I think that is the way to go. I will caution, though, last time we thought we knew everything about the City Connects, and it was completely different than anything anybody imagined. So...
yeah, this video is put out by the Padres, I will say. Just it's not like a random video, but I get what you're saying, Chris, because you're right. We thought it was one thing, and it wasn't. Tony, would you like these uniforms to be City Connect Dia de los Muertos?
No, I don't.
Well,
I don't think they'll be this navy and orange.
Oh.
Is what I was trying to say. I think it's just too easy for us to put a hat. We didn't know anything about the City Connect colors. We had a bunch of guesses out there. I remember seeing them make mock-ups of what was said to be these uniforms. I feel like I've seen that hat before too, by the way. So I don't think that was it. I think it was just a tease for in April, which you'll get to see for real. And it probably will have that theme, but I don't think those are going to be the colors. It just seems. It
does seem too easy.
It just seems too easy. Like those are colors.
But maybe that's the best way to go.
They didn't do that the first time.
No, and
most
split.
teams haven't done it like that.
Yeah.
With the exception of maybe I think the White Sox.
Theirs are weird.
They kept it in the realm of the colors until this year. They came out with the Bulls.
Yeah.
The Bulls joints.
Yeah. We don't have a basketball team to
right. We don't
have
that. Right.
All right. Well, we'll keep you up to date on the uniforms.
Number 4.
Giants legend Barry Bonds and Yankees star Roger Clemens, both guys who probably should be, but are not in the Hall of Fame despite 10 seasons on the Hall of Fame ballots. This could, however, change in 2026 as both are on the Hall of Fame's contemporary baseball era ballot with Carlos Delgado, Jeff Kent, Don Mattingly, Dale Murphy, Gary Sheffield, and Fernando Valenzuela.
I almost thought you said Jeff Kent.
I did.
Was on the board. That's what I was thinking.
No.
Oh, man, it might be tough for Barry then. I remember.
No, he's up for the contemporary
Barry had him in a
award.
chokehold in the Qualcomm dugout.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
he did.
right.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
And that's just what we saw.
right. Sorry. Go
No,
ahead. I
that,
digress.
completely forgot about all of that. Tony, you're up first. Should Barry and Roger be in the Hall of Fame this time?
Yes, it should have been in it last time.
They had to prove their point, though.
I mean, the point's proven. To me, it's bizarre that you got, especially in Barry's case. How many can they vote in?
Let me go look.
Is there a number? Because
that's a good question.
There's quite a few on this list that should be in there.
Keep talking.
Including Gary Sheffield. Yeah, man, I think he should be on there along with a number of these guys on this list. I mean, Don Mattingly is on this list. You know, there's a lot. And so I'd be interested to know how many the contemporary baseball era ballot can get in. But there's quite a few on this list that should be in. Now, that being said, this group is made up of former players, if I'm not mistaken. At least some of them are. And those are the hardest ones to turn in terms of Barry and Roger.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think they should. I think there's, like I said, there's about 4 or 5 guys that should be on from this list.
Here it is. Candidate, it doesn't have a limit. It says candidates need to receive votes on 75% of the ballots cast by the 16-member committee to become a part of the 2026.
What's
vote.
75 from 16?
12.
12. So they need 12.
12 votes, yeah.
So I think 12 dudes should have at least 4 or 5 of these guys on their ballot.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm not confident that they will.
Chris, what do you think? Do you think Barry and Roger should finally make it in this time?
Well, there's 2 choices here. You can hold a grudge for the rest of your life, or you can get with the program and understand that baseball has gone through a lot of different eras in its existence. It went through the era where no African-American players were allowed to play. But we don't hold that against any of the accomplishments of the white players who were all in the Hall of Fame from that era. We went through, the Great Depression and the war era. We went through an era that isn't talked about much, Tony, but I'm sure you've heard it, where players popped those things they called greenies every day,
Yes.
which were basically illegal drugs to go out and play and get rid of their hangovers. Mickey Mantle made a Hall of Fame under those conditions. I guess what I'm trying to get at is I finally have come to the realization that the steroid era was just one of those eras. I never can get behind what they did, but the best players from that era, to me, ought to be in like the best players from the other eras. And it's either that or just die holding a grudge. And I just don't think that's worthwhile anymore.
It's interesting you brought up the amphetamines part, because that was, even when the steroid era was in its height, that was the complaint that my dad had. I remember them asking him about it. He got some flack for bringing up the whole greenie situation because it wasn't really out there in the way that steroids was. But that certainly, you talk about guys being able to play every day. That certainly helped.
Mickey Mantle wouldn't even have made it out into uniform without greenies.
Listen,
probably.
as a kid, I remember seeing guys who barely could walk pop one of them greenies, and all of a sudden, boom, it was like, forget anything ever heard again. So, we don't hold that against anyone. Ultimately, Go ahead, Chris, finish your point. I'm sorry.
No, I just want to say, I've been against the steroid guys for as long as I can be against them. I really have. And it's just like, enough. We've made our point with Pete Rose, too. All right, we get it. We gotcha. Anyway, that's my thing now.
We gotcha.
We gotcha. John Morant was hit hard in the wallet after his 1-game suspension for conduct detrimental to his team. According to ESPN's Bobby Marks, the missed game is going to cost John Morant $272,042 in salary, and it stems from an incident after the loss to the Lakers on Friday. After the game, Morant told reporters to, quote, go ask the coaching staff. When asked what was off from him on the court, he added that the coach's prescription for improving the team's performance on that night was, quote, probably don't play me. Shams Charania subsequently reported that head coach
good luck
Tuomas Lisolo challenged
We'll go with
Morant's
it.
leadership and effort in a post-game exchange, and the veteran playmaker then responded in a tone deemed inappropriate and dismissive. John Morant makes a lot of money. Next 3 years, I'm rounding up, $40 million, $42 million, $45 million. Chris, what is up with this dude?
I'm glad you asked the question the way it was written down. Good for you.
Thank you. Guy keeps stepping in it.
You honestly think I could climb into the mind of John Morant, huh?
Yeah, you're twisted enough.
He's asking quite a bit of a feat here.
Yeah, I don't know that I can get there. I do think the Grizzlies now officially kind of have themselves a problem. Maybe they had one already, but there's no denying the incredible skill of this guy as a player. This latest incident has got to be troubling, though, to the people running this organization, because I assume there's been other things that have happened that we haven't heard about, and this is just the first one that got public enough to come out. I don't know, Tony. I mean, how long are they going to be willing to put up with him? I think there's going to become a tipping point, and maybe he'll just have to be moved somewhere else where somebody else thinks they can, corral John Morant. But I'm not so sure it can be done.
I also read that his trade market is not robust at all. Like, no one wants to deal with him, and his money makes it really hard to deal with him on your team. Tony, what's up with this guy?
He got some growing up to do.
Still?
Yes. Skraby, when did you get it right? Just want to ask you that.
Good point.
Okay.
Wait a minute. He hasn't got it right yet.
Good point, Tony.
I think I don't know how to say his head coach's name.
Tuomas.
Yeah. I think
Solo or something like that.
I think that he hit the nail. I watched that game. And it's interesting, I'm not a big fan of Twitter, but in this case, I believe it was Threads I saw it on. A fan actually seemed to be watching the game and caught a disagreement that between Morant and the big man. He's a younger dude, don't know him. And they were yelling at each other. And that seemed to lead into John Morant kind of sulking in some ways off in the huddle. And that, I'm assuming, putting two and two together, that is when his leadership was questioned from head coach. He then responded the way he responded. And to me, it just points to a guy that still has some growing up to do if he's going to become the leader that franchise needs him to be. I don't think that it's too late. Guys figure it out at this stage in their life all the time. And when they figure it out, you got something special considering what his talent is. But
let's see.
It's got to be 26.
Yep, 26.
So I just think he's got some growing up to do still. And, it's self-evaluating is like the toughest thing that most athletes have to do. Honest self-evaluating.
I'm going to say that I agree with Tony, but that was the nicest way it could possibly ever be put. And that's why you are the dear of the show, Tony. Because I don't think any of us could have been that kind to John Morant. But
I'm just saying, y'all all need to revert back to your 26-year-old self that y'all feel like you had it so right.
Oh, I didn't have anything right.
Most of us did. And most of us weren't handed the keys to a franchise and said, hey, lead us.
That's their fault, though.
That might be true.
All right. We still have two more. I don't know why, what happened there, but George Kittle mad at MetLife and Oklahoma's kicker.
Born and raised in San Diego.
In the 3 o'clock hour, still 2 more Big Five questions to get through. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Skraby, Football Talk on 97.3 to present. Football Talk on 97.3 The Fan is presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much these days, but you can always count on Sundays with NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL games live every Sunday on CBS and Paramount Plus all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today.
The baseball awards are being nominated right now, so we'll let you know if any Padres get in there. Like if Nick Pivetta is up for the Cy Young, that would be kind of cool. But we'll watch it.
By the way, on that
today?
subject, I know Fernando's got the Gold Glove again, but the Platinum Glove, am I reading right that is something the fans vote on?
I did see votes being you can vote on Fernando for Platinum Glove.
I don't get that.
What is so? Wait. So fans are voting on the Platinum.
They're going to let the fans decide who the best fielder is. How do we know? We don't know.
I'm completely off of this award if that's the case.
You don't like it if that's the case?
I mean, what's the criteria? Just if they like you the most?
Yeah, I would think. I don't know. We got to look that up, Skraby, to make sure. But I thought that I saw somewhere where you could cast a vote for Fernando to win the Platinum.
I saw on Twitter,
Glove.
Padres putting up, hey, let's make him Platinum, vote here.
So maybe it's like a third. I don't know. Let's
it
just
is.
Find out.
Fan voting, fans select. So fan voting, manager and coach votes.
Okay, so it's like a split.
It's a split, but fans should have nothing to do with this award.
Yeah, that seems weird to me.
I would think they shouldn't. I mean, there's no way we can rate Fernando's right field play against Key Brian Hayes at third base.
Seems so
like
odd.
That's not something we should be entrusted with.
Correct.
Anyway, good luck, Fernando. If he wins the Platinum Glove again, he will most certainly have earned it because he was incredible.
For sure.
Say that.
Scraby, you want to finish this Big Five up?
Yeah, let's go with that. And the 49ers beat this is not a 49er topic. This is a football topic. The 49ers beat the Giants at MetLife Stadium yesterday, 34-24. But despite the win, the 49ers suffered a big loss when defensive end Michael Williams, the number 11 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, suffered a torn ACL. Now, this field is always under controversy for injuries.
Another one.
The wide receiver, what's his name? I'm forgetting his
Neighbors.
name. Yeah, Malik Neighbors earlier this year. I mean, Nick Bosa
Aaron
did
Rodgers.
it on this field. Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers a few years ago.
There's been a ton of injuries here, and but this was the first time that George Kittle played on MetLife turf, which is not the greatest. But he said it was all right. But then he said this about the overall turf issue.
My only issue with it is like when someone's field is like the butt of a joke throughout all of social media constantly, like on every NFL meme page, all that stuff. Like everybody jokes about how bad it is. I feel like at that point, someone should just take a look at it and, let's not make it no NFL field should be the butt of a joke ever. I feel like all the fields should have a level of safety to it. I just don't get like why there's not a standard for, hey, you got to pick between one or two turfs. There shouldn't be 12 different turfs and 12 different grass fields, and then a couple guys have the same things. I just think that's weird because most other sports, it's not like basketball players play on different hardwood. That's all the same. Soccer players in Europe all play on really nice grass. So that's just weird to me. But that's really way above my pay grade. I don't make the money to make those decisions.
I love George Kittle. But he's kind of right. I mean, they play on so many different surfaces, and they're going to put grass in for the World Cup. So why can't they put grass in for the NFL? Tony, you're up first here. When does the NFL take this seriously?
I love George Kittle. I mean, that is as simple as you could put it in the most simplest terms possible. And he is right. First of all, his last point is probably the most potent. In Europe, soccer, they play on grass. And are you to tell me that the climate in Europe is more extreme than the climate we have here in the United States? It doesn't make sense to me. All of this technology, all of this money, we can't figure out a way to have grass. Okay, let's even say you don't have to have all of them with grass. But the point about a standard, like you got to pick between one or two turfs. Yeah. NFL certainly has the money to test which turf is the least likely to have injuries happen on it,
and then
roll with it.
Yeah.
And if you need options, you can come up with the second one that prevents the least amount of injury.
But you probably shouldn't even need options.
You really shouldn't. It's mind blowing to me that they spend as much money as they did on player safety, but when it comes to their fields, and the other point he made about the NFL fields being the butt of a joke, right? This is the major leagues of NFL. I mean, of football, right?
This is the NFL is bigger, big of a sport in the world.
There's nothing bigger. These fields should be immaculate, and they shouldn't be having injuries. And if you have a field that is that bad, make them change it.
Yeah. Chris, when does the NFL take this seriously?
When they really care about player safety.
That's
which,
never.
Right. Tony said that, and I heard him, and I say it too. But I don't think they care about player safety. They pay a lot of lip service to it, and they do a lot of research on concussions, or some anyway. But I really, truly don't think they're all that concerned if players get hurt. Because if they were, this is something they would fix without even thinking about it.
Right.
I covered horse racing for a long time, Tony. When horses started breaking down at too much of a high rate, horse racing around the country, Del Mar in particular, and others, found a different kind of grass or dirt that these horses could run on that would be safer, and the sport has been much safer.
Yeah.
Hockey plays on the best ice, right? Basketball plays on the best court. The NFL should be playing on the best fields, so it's an easy one.
All right. Well, what if they protested one day? Like, just, we're not going to play the game unless you guys fix this field.
They fine each and every player for not showing up.
And then they get more money.
And then they do it again. The next team would go in, and not everybody would be feeling like getting their check taken away from them, so they show up and they play.
That's crazy.
I didn't quite hear that.
I know it's down because we're on the same pot, so I have to turn it up and go.
All right, there we go.
The last one is actually something that happened on Saturday night. Oklahoma and Tennessee played over the weekend, and I couldn't even tell you who won the game. What I can tell you is many people thought Oklahoma's kicker Tate Sandals' pants, or lack thereof, was an issue. So I'm going to put this on the stream, and then I'm going to let Kirk Herbstreit tell you what he thinks about the old pants. But here is what happened during the game.
Those looked presentable. And to say that those looked like they belonged as part of a football uniform would be ridiculous. They were the silliest looking things I think I've ever seen any player wear. So that's the only thing I can say. I'm not going to take issue with it unless they care to take issue with it, because I guess people should be able to wear. I like to give people the freedom to wear what they want to wear. But that guy looked terrible out there. I'm sorry. He really did.
Tony?
I don't care.
I know you don't.
I don't care. And you know why I don't care?
Why?
Because it has nothing to do with anything. He's out there kicking, 5 times, 6 times a game? I don't have to look at him that much.
It's not, to me, it's not about
what is it
showing.
About? What is it about? Tell me.
I know if I say what I'm going to say, Tony's going to laugh at me.
Just tell me what is it about then?
It's just like, why do you got to be so different from everyone else?
Listen, is he the only one wearing high above
high that I've seen?
I don't think anybody's ever worn that.
Okay, so here's my question, right? What's the difference between the extra 2 inches that he had taken off?
I think there's also like
I see regular NFL players with it above their knee.
Just above their knee, though.
Oh, okay, so he went an extra 3 inches. What's the difference, Scrape?
Because he looks horrible, Tony. Sorry.
Well,
we're not.
Got to go.
At the end of the day, his head coach didn't care, and so at the end of the day, that's who he has to answer to. You guys.
Yeah, well, his head coach didn't care when they cheated the rules against Auburn and tried to sneak a guy down the sidelines for a touchdown either.
Oh, this is actually
sorry, Boomer.
So you're saying this is a character flaw that he's out there and short
He
pants.
just looks. I don't know, Tony. I'm gonna make you a parent right now. I know you want your kids to be able to be comfortable enough and wear what they want to kind of wear. But if one of your daughters tried to sneak out of there with that, you'd be like,
Let me tell you something, Chris. I grew up in the 90s. Women's soccer shorts at that point were like close to the knee. Have you seen the shorts now?
Yeah, they're shorter.
Yes. So I've had to make the adjustment just like everybody else.
And again, I'm not saying that the amount of leg being shown is the issue. It's not part of the uniform.
You haven't told me what the issue was.
The issue is that he looks dumb. I mean,
that's my issue.
You know how often my dad used to tell me that when I was a teenager and whatever I was wearing? You look dumb, son. Tuck in your shirt. It's like, no, nobody tucks in their shirt anymore.
No, I get that.
My point is, times have changed.
I know, and I know that my answer, my reasoning was not going to be a good reason, but that's exactly
you
how
just
I
think
feel.
he looks stupid. That's it.
When I played football, way back when, way back when.
Can you hit the button? You do it for Chris all the time.
I should in this regard. I'm turning back time to 2003. And we had to cover our knees. No one was allowed.
I get it.
To wear short shorts on the football field.
You couldn't have the no knee pad in there, I bet, too. I get it.
Yeah. Thank you for getting
that was in 2003, buddy. You know how long ago that was?
I want to live
22 years ago.
I'm still thinking about it every day. I want to live in Tony's world where things are just much more simple than in my head.
Listen, I want to apologize there. I was trying to look something up on my phone, and you guys know how sound I am technically. I think I hung up on myself on the feed, so.
I never even knew.
Oh, you didn't even know I was gone?
No. You came in when we needed you to. You said you looked dumb and confirmed it with me. That's all I needed.
Boom.
By the way, we haven't talked about it yet, guys. Speaking of field goal kickers, how about the Jacksonville guy yesterday?
What was that? 68.
68 now is the new record. So.
He got drug tested this morning, like steroid tested by the.
Of course he did.
Yes.
That's so funny. It's the random test that they're supposed to be having right after he hits the 68-yard field goal.
Yeah.
He's the test.
You know what he was wearing?
Subject.
Full pants.
Was it above his knee though?
I would have to go back and check.
I bet you it was
AL
above his knee.
MVP finalists have been announced. The Yankees, Aaron Judge, Mariners, Cal Raleigh, and Guardians, Jose Ramirez.
Do you guys think Cal Raleigh has a legitimate chance to win MVP? Don't say it with your heart, with your mind.
Yes.
Chris?
Less than 50%.
I'm with Chris on that, but I think
I'm going to say 50-50. I think the catching thing is like super duper different about this one.
Yeah.
All right. Did I miss anything? No, I got my Power Mount Plus join in early, huh? Let's get to break. On the other side, more Gwynn and Chris.
Daily Gambit.
Next.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting.
7:20 is the time. I've changed locations here at the hotel, if that matters to anybody, but still coming to you from Anaheim, Tony and Skraby in the Odyssey Palace Studios in San Diego. Going to get to the Daily Gambit here in a second. I got to tell you guys, last night we came up here for the game, which is being played at the pond. I guess it's now the Honda Center. It used to be the Arrowhead Pond, but the game is there tonight. But last night there was a Ducks hockey game, and the people putting on this game tonight took all of us to the game, and
wow.
I thought we were going to be sitting in the cheap seats, way up top somewhere, and so I even hesitated to go, but what the hell, I went. Guys, they put us up in a club suite, and we were living the high life at the Ducks game. So
first class. That's great.
First class. I know what it's like now to, be in the high rent district. It was awesome. They had more food than you could ever imagine, and we were just in plush seating. Anyway, thank you to the Ducks.
Who won?
For having all of us to the game last night. It was fun.
Skraby wants to know who won.
Ducks 4, Devils 1 was the final.
Nice.
Okay.
That
sounds fun, actually.
Is that all you need?
Yeah, I just want to
He's
know
good
who won.
now.
Okay, good. All right, let's do some. Did we have results from Friday, Scrabe?
Yes, I
make
can
a
go
quick
through them
recap?
quickly. Let's skip the open for today and save some time. But first bet that we made, I should do this too. The Sour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by IHOP, introducing the IHOP value menu where all your breakfast faves are just $6 each every day. Where else can you get a big, filling, sit-down breakfast for only $6? Go to your Happy Plates with the $6 IHOP value menu, available every day at IHOP, $7 in some locations.
Oh, I got to say one thing real quick about the hockey play, or the basketball coaches at the hockey game. Somebody broke their stick during the play, and in hockey, as soon as you break your stick, you have to drop it right where it is. You can't carry around a broken stick.
Oh.
And one of the coaches turned to me and said, "Chris, that guy's stick is right there in the middle of the court."
In the court?
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
I was like, okay, this is the level of hockey wisdom we have on the basketball team. Not a lot.
Do you call it a rink, right? Or is it the ice?
The ice.
Maybe on the ice. Yeah, probably
okay.
be on the ice.
The stick is on the rink. But what was that? That wouldn't be the right.
The stick is
No, that wouldn't work.
in the
wouldn't
middle
work.
of the rink.
No.
That would work.
No, it wouldn't work.
All right, first bet. Dodgers minus 1.5 on Friday night against the Blue Jays. We all went Jays. We were all wrong. Dodgers won 3-1.
We would have been wrong the next day, too.
Yes.
We never touched on the ball that got caught in the fence. I mean, we don't need to waste time on it, Tony. It was clearly the right call, right?
Yeah. I mean, you might have an argument for what, I can't remember who said it, that we don't have technology with the wall being able to go all the way down so a ball can't get stuck. But if it actually gets lodged in, that's the right call.
We don't have technology to put the wall to the ground?
Well, and not leave space so that a ball can get stuck.
Okay.
I can't remember who it was. It was one of the
Did I say that?
old manager said it on MLB Network.
Okay.
What was the question again?
There was no question. It
What
was
were we
the
talking
ball
about?
under the wall.
Oh, yeah. I think that rule got changed actually in 2021. It used to be if you made any attempt to go get the ball, it didn't matter if you put your hands up. You had to go get it once you attempted. 2021 was the first year where it could get lodged in and you can go for it, put your hands up, dead ball no matter what.
Yeah, that's what the radio was where they were saying, maybe I guess they didn't know that part of the rule or just were.
The funny thing was,
this
this was the year that MLB never announced that there was a rule change. I don't know if you guys remember Skip Schumacher, who was on the staff with the Padres. It was a play down left field, got lodged, and we were they were telling our guys to go.
Yeah,
but that was the new rule, and that's how most of Major League Baseball found out that the rule had gotten changed.
All right. Next bet was Yamamoto over under 6 2/3 on Friday.
That's something else we haven't talked about.
Chris and I went under. Tony went over. He went 6, but he came out the next night and closed it down. That was very Madison Bumgarner of him.
I mean, Yeah, I was about to say that's the only performance that we've seen in recent years better was Bumgarner's. He went a few innings longer, but Yamamoto.
He pitched the night before.
Yeah, Yamamoto was brilliant. That's the best way you could describe it. I was positive. I was like, oh, no, ain't no way he's going to come in here and be sharp. I was telling my kid, I was like, let's watch. Watch where the catcher puts his glove. Watch where the ball goes. And when he missed, it just worked out for him.
It did. He was pretty darn good. Total bases.
Skraby, you have to at least agree not to call him Yama Meatballs for like a month.
Yeah.
I mean, he was that good.
Yep. I'm with you. I'm with you.
No more Yama Meatballs.
I was hoping for that Yama Meatball to
never
come down
quite
the plate.
happened.
Never happened. Total bases between Ohtani and Vlad on Friday night. We all went Vlad, but it was a push because both of them had a double, and so 2 bases. Then 49ers minus 2.5 at the Giants. Chris and I went 49ers. Tony went Giants. 49ers win 34-24. Casey at Buffalo over under 52.5 total points. Chris went under, and he's the only one who won because they combined for 49 points. SDFC football minus 10.5. We all went Aztecs. They did win 24-7. Texas minus 3. You guys went Texas. I went Vandy. Ended up pushing because they scored a late touchdown. Almost had the onside kick, Vanderbilt, but they couldn't get it before it went out of bounds. So they ended up losing the game 34-31. Then Knicks and Bulls. Knicks minus 5.5. We all went Bulls. Bulls did win 135-125. Such a good win that Tony even texted us on Friday and said Bulls are for real.
Knicks got their get back though last night though.
Yes, last night ended the Bulls' quest for an undefeated season.
And then finally, who had more points on Friday? Luka minus 7 or Ja Morant? And we all know what happened for Ja.
Yeah,
We all went with Ja.
Ja was a little frustrated that day.
Luka had 44 though. Minus that 7, he ends up with 37. So wins by a lot.
Good day for Luka.
Yes.
All right, let's race through a couple of these tonight. We'll start in the NFL with the Monday Night Football. Dallas 3.5 over Arizona. And I'll go first tonight. I did read today that somebody who thinks they know something, and they said that Dallas is undefeated when this particular referee is on the game. So
my God.
I'm going with that conspiracy, and I'm taking Dallas minus 3.5.
It's not that Kyler Murray is not playing. It's because of the referee.
No, it's because the referee conspiracy. That's what I'm going with tonight. Tony.
What's the spread?
3.5 Dallas.
3.5.
I'm going to pick with my mind. Dallas.
Yeah, I think Arizona. I feel like Jonathan Gannon's getting close to being fired because because he's been weird the last few weeks. But I'll go Dallas too.
All right, how about 50? Let me see, 53.5 points. Very high over under total. Tony.
I needed to be over. Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, that's right.
Set you free, my man. Yeah, over.
That's what Marvin Harrison Jr. set me off today for some reason. I'm going to go over as well.
As did many things set you off today.
I'm not in the greatest mood today.
Yeah, I think over is the way to go, but I think this is just too high of a line for a National Football League game. I'll go under.
Okay.
So that
Marvin Harrison's yardage. What's that?
That would mean it's not the way to go then.
He went under.
Yeah, that was my explanation, was like most gambling people's explanations. Makes no sense. We got Marvin Harrison, Tony, 60 yards. I know you're going over because you need it. Skraby, 60?
He'll be lucky to get 18. I'll say under.
Oh, my God.
Come on, man. Have a little.
What has he been doing lately? Actually?
Nothing. Not enough.
Nothing.
I need him to do more. Come on, Marvin.
I'm going to go under.
I'm going to go over with Tony on this one.
Over, baby, about 35.
Give him a little support. We got college basketball, men's season opener tonight. UCLA 29.5 over Eastern Washington. I saw UCLA in the scrimmage. Looks like they could almost beat the Aztecs by 30, so I assume they'll beat Eastern Washington. I'll take them, UCLA. Tony.
I'm picking against the girls, so I'm picking against the boys too. Give me Eastern. Was it Washington or Michigan?
Washington.
It doesn't matter.
one of them directional spots.
Yeah, one of them are coming in. I think Yeah, they're going to cover. All right, UCLA you're taking, and Skraby. Oh, no, you're taking Eastern,
Washington.
right?
Yeah, I'm taking UCLA.
Taking the points. UCLA. All right, let's go to the women's tonight. The Aztecs are playing UCLA. I did find a spread on this game. I'm going to keep it down, guys, because the kids are around 33.5 points. Could you hear me?
Yes.
we hear you just fine.
We heard that very large number.
Okay, UCLA. Do I need to tell you who's favored?
No.
Okay.
We got you.
Skraby, who's gonna win this?
I really want the Aztecs to cover, but I did want them against LSU as well, and we saw what happened there. I'm gonna have to go with UCLA.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with us just because
You should.
Yes, you should.
I have to. Yeah, it would look bad the other way. I will say that these kids played UCLA in a scrimmage last year and only lost by 14, but they're different teams now. Tony, got faith?
Yeah, of course.
That's a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Aztecs
All
to
right.
cover, baby.
33.5 it is. All right, into the NBA real quick. I don't understand why the Lakers are 9.5-point underdog to Portland in Portland, but Tony, you said they're sitting people out tonight. I'm not going to try to pick on the Lakers because this is all the NBA, but we're 7 games into the season. We're already resting guys?
Load management.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
they? I know it's the second of back-to-back, but
I don't
still.
have a good. There's no explanation. I mean, it's early in the season, as you said. If not like guys were playing in the preseason, so I'd be like,
Yeah.
I think it's a
You know
little
what I'm
early.
thinking?
But what do I know?
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking, though? I'm going to bring this up in seriousness, Tony. With all of the back-to-back now that stars don't play, is it going to be time that the NBA just going to have to not schedule back-to-back anymore?
I mean, it makes it that much more difficult to finish the season, which is already a pretty long
that's
season.
True. Yeah, that's true.
You know, I mean, that's the angle that the players. I can't even say it's the player. That is the angle that the teams have, the environment the teams have created at this point. And so
right,
that's the only thing that you could really do is to spread them out a little bit, which means the season goes, it's already from what, October to June? It's a long time.
I know. They can't go much longer. I know. Anyway, who we taking here? Tony, I'm sure you can still take the Lakers.
How many points are they favored by?
9.5.
They're getting
Under?
they get
Under.
9.5.
Yeah, they get
Oh,
9.5.
yeah. I'll take the Lakers.
I'll take the Lakers.
Scraby,
I'll take them too.
who was the guy last week who had 10 threes? I'll take the Lakers too. He's going to shine again.
Say,
I still don't know.
I
his
still
name.
haven't got his name down yet.
I
I just know he wears a white undershirt underneath his jersey.
I
That's
think he's number 12.
he's definitely number 12. I'm gonna get his name though soon. He's almost there.
Chris, is that it for your bets?
That's it.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I got to give away a prize because everything is shorter today. But right now is your chance to win a pair of tickets to the San Diego State basketball game against Long Beach State tomorrow night at Viejas Arena. Watch the Aztecs take on the Beach. Tickets at goaztecs.com. 833-288-0973. I'm going to make the 12th caller the winner. 12th caller.
Very good,
Because we don't
Scraby.
know
All right,
my man
call
in
in
the
for
Lakers
that.
name.
No. Oh, yeah.
All right. We got to take a break on that note. We do still have our biggest fan to announce, too.
Yes.
So don't go anywhere. Gwynn and Chris until football coverage at 4 on 97.3 The Fan.
Ben and Woods on the Fan.
Coming up on Tuesday, still a ton to talk about with.
What are we doing, guys?
I'm going to see the museum for the first time ever. It's going to be sweet. See my dad's plaque. See where Trevor's plaque is going to be. It's going to be pretty dope.
Chris,
I'm going to go to the Hall of Fame for the second time because I went earlier today, but I'm going in to see Tony go into the Hall of Fame. So all the way straight and back left.
Straight back left.
Straight around that back wall.
This one?
Yeah.
How you feeling, Tony?
I don't know how I'm feeling right now, honestly.
Excited?
I'm definitely excited. Hello. Eric, how you doing? Pretty good.
Just like I told you, next to the famous Barney Dreyfus and Leslie Wilkinson, whoever they are.
That does look like them.
I know. It's a good shot. They don't do them all that great. That one's good. Really good.
I missed a year. 300. Must have been bad. Huh? I used to be. Not anymore, though.
Oh, it's so cool. What team did you play on?
I can give you a long list of them. Brewers, Padres, Dodgers, Phillies, Nationals.
What position did you play?
I played outfield. This was my dad. Oh, there's Dick Williams, Goose. I think he'd be pretty happy with his company over here or something.
What are you thinking to see it for the first time?
I'm thinking that
hot. I'm quite warm right now, but it's cool. I mean, it's what I thought it was going to be. I mean, not too many people can say they have a dad that's enshrined in this place, so I think this is awesome.
What are we doing, guys?
I'm going to see the museum for the first time ever. It's going to be sweet. See my dad's plaque. See where Trevor's plaque is going to be. It's going to be pretty dope.
Chris,
I'm going to go to the Hall of Fame for the second time because I went earlier today, but I'm going in to see Tony go into the Hall of Fame. So all the way straight back left.
Straight back left.
Straight on that back wall.
This one?
Yeah.
How you feeling, Tony?
I don't know how I'm feeling right now, honestly.
Excited?
I'm definitely excited. Hello, Eric. How you doing? Pretty good.
Wow. Just like I told you, next to the famous Barney Dreyfus and Leslie Wilkinson, whoever they are.
That does look like them.
I know. It's a good shot. They don't do them all that great. That one's good. Really good.
I missed a year. 300. Must have been bad. Huh? I used to be. Not anymore, though.
Oh, it's so cool. What team did you play on?
I can give you a long list of them. Brewers, Padres, Dodgers, Phillies, Nationals.
What position did you play?
I played outfield. This was my dad. Oh, there's Dick Williams, Goose. I think he'd be pretty happy with his company over here or something.
What are you thinking to see it for the first time?
I'm thinking that
hot. I'm quite warm right now, but it's cool. I mean, it's what I thought it was going to be.
The complementary football, like we put the ball in the end zone and go up a point at the end, finish the game, like just end it. Like that's it. Like that's what we need to do. Just end the game. Like make them get us the ball back. Let us go to 22 victory and let's end the game. That's how I feel. You know, well we we've taken steps forward. So offensively, so that's good. Like, you know, we're trying to control what we can control, and we're gonna keep doing what we can do. And you know, Flacco fought like a warrior today with, you know, the way his shoulder was. Like, you know, things aren't going to be perfect, but, you know, we made things work on our end. And, you know, we made mistakes. We learned from them, but we just kept on fighting. And at the end of the day, like, we got to go to the very end.
Chase Brown decided after the game for violence on his defensive members there. That was Chase Brown, running back for the Bengals. He seemed quite perturbed. He wasn't the only one. Jamar Chase had some comments, although even in his comments, he was like, you know what, I'm going to stay in my lane. I wouldn't want a defender coming over criticizing me. Chase Brown did not choose the same road. And today, head coach Zach Taylor took exception to those comments made by Chase Brown. After the 47-42 loss, Brown spoke about not turning on each other, but certainly had some criticism for the defense.
He started out good, Tony. He said, let's not turn on each other. But by the time he was done, he was calling him the F word 4 or 5 times. So.
That is a good example of how frustration can overwhelm you.
Yeah.
Because you're right. He started the interview. He's very professional. But as he got going, it was like he started rolling through all of the times they took the lead or got the lead back, and it was given right back up. And it just seemed like the interview kind of got away from him at the end there.
The one frustration he is allowed to have, the Bengals are only the second team in the last 60 years to lose 2 games in a row in which they score 38 or more points. So
yeah.
I can understand him being frustrated.
Zach Taylor said that's not how we want to react. And one of our best players, one of our most high character players, I think in a moment of frustration said that. I don't expect that to happen again. So Zach Taylor coming into the aid of his defense. I don't know how much he can really come to the aid because they need a lot of help. And I don't know that it's coming. Remember, if I'm not mistaken, isn't their defensive end still out?
Trey Hendrickson?
He hasn't signed yet, right?
Yeah. No. He
I don't
came
know.
back, but he's been hurt.
Oh, okay. So there you go.
All I know
That's
is
why
this is what you
get.
get. This is what they get for getting rid of the best defensive coordinator in football. Lou Anarumo. Sorry, he just is. Couple of quick notes, too. Dan Quinn did admit 100% his fault for leaving Daniels in. And Daniels, if you didn't hear, has like a dislocated elbow. Doesn't sound like he's going to make it back by the end of the season. Chargers are going to lose their great tackle, Joe Alt, ankle surgery rest of the season. And I think the other note worth mentioning was the Eagles acquired Dolphin pass rusher Julian Phillips.
You sound like you don't know who he is.
No, I couldn't. I forgot his first name. I was mixing him up with the Bulls have a forward named Julian Phillips. This is Jalen Phillips, yes. But here's the shocker, guys. Dolphins did not get the usual 5th round pick.
They get something
better. They got a 3rd round pick.
Whoa.
So maybe they hoodwinked the Eagles on this one. I don't know.
Rebuild coming in fast.
Yeah. So there's your football notes. I wanted to ask you, Tony, about the World Series, and I wanted to discuss it a little bit in terms of where we, at this point at least, should categorize the Dodgers. I don't want to overreact and say they're one of the greatest, this and that, and the dynasty and all that. But at the same time, what they've accomplished is something that we need to at least think about. I mean, they've been in the World Series practically every year now for a decade and a half. And now they finally won back-to-back. So never mind whether it's good or bad for baseball, but what should we, how should we look at this team and this franchise and this organization?
I mean, I guess it starts with how you view the 2020 title, right? Because if you view that in the same lens that you view these last 2, that's 3 and 6 years, for a Major League Baseball team. It's not not quite the 3-peat the Yankees put together, but it's the next closest thing, right? I mean, how many have won 3 titles in 6 years since then? I think the Giants are the only other team to pull that off. So do we consider the Giants a dynasty? I feel like we did at the time. I don't know if we still feel the same way today, but that D word certainly is in the air.
I think one thing you don't want to, again, I'm trying to separate from being a Padre Dodger hater.
I think that's how we have to have the discussion a little bit.
Right. And try to have the discussion. And here's what I kind of think about, because Skraby, you guys are going to hear Skraby lose his mind on our overtime show, which is Skraby's going to put up on YouTube at 4:30. So you're going to hear a lot more about the Dodgers and the winning the World Series, and Skraby's just really
and ruining baseball, all that.
Classic Skraby, though. You do not want to miss it. So our overtime is going to be up.
I didn't even get everything I wanted to say off my chest.
Thankfully, GBU went the distance.
GBU went forever,
so he couldn't squeeze everything, all of his thoughts in at once.
I get it. The baseball writers think this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to the sport of baseball. Baseball fans not on the same page. Okay.
Well, here's where they should be. I look at the Yankees, and I'm not talking about Jeter, and I'm not talking about Bernie Williams and Andy Pettit and those Yankees. I'm talking about Babe Ruth through Joe DiMaggio, through Mickey Mantle, through everybody else, where the Dodgers have been dominant now for a decade and a half. I'm not comparing them to the Yankees, who were dominated for 40 years. And the Yankees won the World Series in at least half of those years. So, but here's the funny thing. I'm assuming people at that time, even without social media, thought the Yankees were kind of bad for baseball. After all, a lot of their players came from other organizations who just needed the money. So Roger Maris would come up with Kansas City, and the Yankees would go, oh, we want him. And they'd give Kansas City money, and Kansas City needed the money so bad, they just gave the Yankees this. So the Yankees basically built an all-star team every year, the same way that you might say the Dodgers are trying to do it. But here's my point at the end. We now, I think, look back on the Yankees as one of the greatest things in the history of sports.
Yeah.
Whereas when it was happening, I bet you people didn't think that.
Yeah.
So what the Dodgers are doing now is a modern version of what the Yankees did. Just different circumstances, and they haven't done it for obviously as long. But maybe one day we'll look back and go, man, that was pretty fun to watch those guys. I don't know.
They haven't done it with as much success either. I mean, they've won the division almost all of those times, I think, with the exception of one that you're talking about. I think that was the one year the Giants
won 107.
right.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that has to be a part of the conversation. And listen, I get it. In the moment, it is irritating, it is upsetting, but this isn't the first time, and I think that's what you're pointing out. We've gone through these things, and the game naturally has its ebbs and flows where an organization can be dominant, different things pop up in the course of time that change the course of that, and right now they're on a little bit of a heater. Not a little bit of a lot of bit of a heater. Let's real quick, let's step away for a second, check some traffic.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is sponsored by Covered California. Just a couple things here, guys. One of them is a collision on the Orange Avenue on-ramp to North 805. Airports have crashed on the First Avenue on-ramp to southbound 5. Keep in mind, the first week after the fallback time change is always the roughest driving home, because a lot of folks are all of a sudden driving home in the dark. So keep that in mind, guys. Be extra alert out there, extra careful, leave extra time for travel. Hey, everyone. Open enrollment is, open. And so is Covered California. Open to questions, real answers, and to helping you get health insurance. Covered California, for the love of Californians. Visit coveredca.com. I'm Kelly Danick with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
We are
35 seconds away from naming our biggest fan. So stay tuned, because in 30 seconds, we'll give it to you.
Yes, I'm going to put up this video, and then I'm going to duck, because I feel like I've just been in a bad mood, and everybody is...
What video?
The overtime video.
I thought you put it up at 4:30.
I'm going to put it up at 4:30, and then I'm going to duck for all the people that are calling me a loser for complaining so much, but it really did bother
I'm
me.
happy that the people are on that type of...
Oh yeah,
so I'm kind of glad you did. I'm glad you did what you did, though, Skraby, because Tony and I just basically sang the praises of the Dodgers and the organization. And I know the people listening don't want to hear that. They want to hear how horrible it all was. So
it still was horrible, but both things could be true.
Right,
it could be horrible, and they could also be a good organization. All right.
You're going to hear the horrible part when you listen to the overtime. That's my point.
All right. Now it's time for the big decision. Congratulations to today's biggest fan, Peter Garrow. Give us a call within the next 10 minutes at 833-288-0973, and you'll qualify for our grand prize, 20 tickets for you and your friends for a night in our Odyssey Suite at a Padre game with all of the fan staff later this season. Remember to register your name at 973thefansd.com/fan. Again, Peter Garrow. Give us a call.
Your time starts now, sir.
Tick, 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 tick.
I think in the end, it just bothers me because no one is paying attention to the fact that, like, okay, the Dodgers have a lot of money.
Everybody's paying attention to that.
They're able to spend it.
Everybody's paying attention to that too.
But what the national writers are saying basically is everyone else could do that. That's not true. They're not. Every other team cannot do what the Dodgers and Mets are doing. Yeah, I'm positive that
what makes
the
you
Minnesota
positive
Twins aren't going to have a
$500
million payroll.
Maybe the Minnesota Twins can.
I mean,
it's a good one. You got
next year. What happens when they do bring in Kyle Tucker? What if Robert Suarez goes up there? Like they have enough money, and I say this in the overtime episode. They've already recouped their entire $700 million investment on Shohei Ohtani. They've already made that money back. So what is stopping them? Nothing.
Because first of all, Ohtani is a unicorn.
And I understand. That's why they paid him the money, is because you want that money to be paid back.
No,
but what I'm saying is there's only one baseball
player. You make that money. You pay him that money, not because you want to make that money back. It's because you think you're going to make a boatload of money with him.
Yes, that's why. Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. They didn't go out and say, oh, if we sign him, we get our money back. No. They're looking
I think
far
beyond
their money.
They're like, we could probably make back the money that we spent on him in one season.
By the way, that is according to June Lee, excuse me.
Yes.
On Twitter.
Can I just give everybody a little preview of how the overtime session is going to end? So when you sign on to watch it, just look for the fact that near the end of it, after Skraby has gone on and on and on and on and on and on and on.
It was the last 3 minutes of the thing.
Well, you went. That's 2 minutes and 58 seconds. You went on and on. I caught him with the classic. How do you explain then that the guy who hit the series-winning home run is actually a homegrown Dodger draft pick
who's making over $100 million?
I followed that,
and that's where the mic was dropped, pretty much, right, Tony?
I followed that with not only was he a homegrown, but so was the dude who tied the game and made the nice defensive play in Miguel Rojas. Also,
is he like 90 years old? By the way,
he's up there.
That really hurts me too.
Pajes made the catch. He's another homegrown guy.
Pajes. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna move on because this will continue for a couple. AL Cy Young finalists: Astros Hunter Brown, Boston's Garrett Crochet, Tigers Tarek Skubal. That's a good race right there. AL Manager of the Year finalists: John Schneider of the Blue Jays, Stephen Vogt of the Guardians, Dan Wilson of the Mariners, and they've only announced the National League Rookie of the Year finalists: Drake Baldwin of the Braves, Caleb Durbin of the Brewers, and Cade Horton of the Cubs.
Oh, Horton's going to win that one.
That's what everybody is saying, yes. So,
and the Padres ended up with one Gold Glove with Fernando.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to just buy the fact that Ke'Bryan Hayes is just better than Manny at third base.
I think so at this point.
I'm not buying it.
What is it, like 3 years now?
Oh, I know, every year. You know why? Because Ke'Bryan Hayes only makes 7 or 8 errors, but he doesn't make the plays Manny makes. I'm sorry.
He doesn't. You're right.
That's true.
You're right.
That's true. I guess slow and steady wins the race.
That's what they say, tortoises.
All right. We got Monday Night Football. I'm saying it that slow because I'm trying to remember the two teams that are playing. Cowboys and Cardinals. That's right. I need Marvin Harrison Jr. to have a wonderful night.
Yes. Gwynn and Chris Overtime. We'll be up at 4:30 on the Gwynn and Chris YouTube page. Just go to YouTube, search Gwynn and Chris SD.
All right.
See
you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Enjoy Monday Night Football.